What's up, guys? Back with another live trading analysis. It is January 22, 2026. Let's get into the trading day. Today we have news at 10, and we also had 8:30 news to keep an eye out for on the daily time frame. Yesterday we had this big New York opening gap that we filled in, and we're reacting from this sweep of liquidity. And on the 4-hour, clearly just kind of looks like we want to be more bullish. And then bullish targets would be this point where I would see rejection from. Ideally, I would have saw like rejection from the New York opening gap, but kind of looks like we just wanted to fill in completely. ES is kind of lagging behind, but considering NAS just what's it called? Lost my train of thought. I'm just gonna move on. Hourly gap or hourly time frame create a lot of bullish price legs, and we were just currently respecting it. But this is honestly pretty pretty premium in the range for me to take longs from. I would want to see a bigger retracement, um, maybe even to this discounted hourly gap in order to take longs. This is a really solid draw, an unmitigated 4-hour gap, which is 41 points away, which is a very fair draw on liquidity. Um, I knew something was missing here. London on ES was taken. I want to see NAS. Same thing with NAS. We honestly, it just looks like we rebalanced and we want to push higher. We have these as draws leading up to 4-hour gap. Going to market open, I'm leaning more bullish until I see this 4-hour get tapped, and then I might consider shorting a potential mech model of some sort. And then I want to see my 8:30 news. 8:30 news got swept. Ideally, I would find a trade before 9:45, and if that occurs, then I'll take a trade. If I don't, I'll probably just wait for news. That is the wrong thing. Yeah. Today, I'm switching it up, and I'm eating a yogurt bowl with pineapple, cherries, and banana for Greek yogurt, and then protein whey drip on top. It leach off right there, and then I also have my cup of coffee. You know how it'll be. Okay, guys, I'll catch you if I take a trade or my analysis on the day. Guys, we're back. I just blew my funded account. Um, Quite disappointing, but we'll just go over the trades that I took and why I think that they failed. So the first one, honestly, wasn't my best performance. I won't lie, that one yesterday kind of made me a bit too excited to trade, and I think I just wanted to take a fucking inversion. But regardless, this one right here, um, I think it was pretty easily avoidable. Going into market open, I wanted to see this move. This is kind of like the move that I wanted to see. Where we rebalance this hourly range. Kind of do something like this, bang, bang, and then towards these draws and liquidity, including this unmitigated 4-hour gap. That being said, if you look at the inversion that I took, it was based off this. We had SMT on the hourly low, and all these generated lows right here, and then I took it over here. But the mistake that I made was, first of all, not following what I would do when I was back testing, which is going BE at this internal high And the second thing would probably just be like, yeah, we are SMTing all these low resistance lows, um, which I like obviously, but given the fact that ES is literally just all the way up here, like around this point, and then it's not even like coming slightly down. It didn't even manipulate the first low, and Nas is all the way like down here in this hourly gap. It kind of made the trade shit and lower probability. And then the second mistake that I did, which is probably the most crucial, is given the fact that ES is all the way up here and already manipulated my internal high, I should have just honestly either lowered my risk or just went break even. And that's just me being overly confident for some reason. But main takeaway from this is don't enter when ES is so uncorrelated with NAS, which is something I low-key have been fucking up on a lot, but this is just a lesson for the future. Now, the second trade that I took, honestly, this trade, like, I was fairly confident in this, to be honest. Um, the second trade was this one right here on MNQ because I already had $300 left in my account. Um, I have $7 left. Holy fuck. Anyways, $300, and this one I'm gonna have to take a pause. I'll be back in a jissy. To confirm, with the guy that I watch, what was kind of the reason why this lost. In my head, this is honestly not even a bad trade. Um, and this is something that I would take during backtesting 10 out of 10 fucking times. Like, this is not something that I would not take when backtesting. You can argue that this is too discounted to short from, but the thing is, discount for me doesn't really matter unless we sweep out a major draw, which we are in this imbalance, but that's not a draw that I'm worried about, especially when we have London lows. I don't have it on here, but London lows right beside where I'm shorting from. And then I guess you can argue as well that we're kind of entering in a pretty choppy area. But because of this displacement and because of this strong inversion, I was okay with taking this short here, a continuation short, ideally towards London lows. Because what do we do off open? We manipulated higher, on ES at least. And then we start closing through all these 15-minute gaps. And then on the hourly as well, when 10 a.m. closed, we closed through this big ass hourly gap. So even if we wanted to just manipulate off this, I would want to see this get swept out first. And we also have this big ass unmitigated gap as well below here. So I think this is not even a bad loss, but this right here could have been easily avoided, given that I just recognize that ES is literally all the way up here already. So the probability of us even getting like a safety point, like going to my break even before we get stopped is like really low. So key takeaways from this day is what's it called? Don't enter if ES is heavily discorrelated with your asset. And the second loss, honestly, I'm just gonna hold it, to be honest, unless someone could tell me why they think this lost and you're an IFVG trader, and or study ICT. Um, yeah, like if you guys have an idea of why this lost, besides the fact that we're choppy, which is low-key just a cope excuse, let me know in the comments below. Other than that, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be buying another funded soon. I could. Um, I feel like sometimes it's a waste of time if I don't buy funded because backtesting wise, I am pretty confident. Like you guys have seen my backtesting. Yeah, my frequency isn't too high, but I feel like the quality of trades are pretty decent. I have good market analysis. Um, sometimes during live forward testing, I do some like random fuck ups, like taking a trade when we're just discorrelated, or yeah, like it's usually just those type of fuck ups. Other than that, like I'm pretty confident in my trading ability, so I don't know if not buying another funded is going to be more valuable for me as a trader, but I'll probably think about it. There are some discounts that I can tap into, but as you guys know, I am a broke university student, so continuously buying um funds just isn't too ideal, but we're gonna have to see what the next move is. Okay, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. There will be a back testing video likely either later in the day or right now, just depending on how I'm feeling. Might be studying a bit before, and then I'll run up a backtesting video. Okay, guys, catch you next one.